Hello and welcome to another episode of Tips and Ideas with Ed Wallace of Midwest Landscaping, www.uniqueenvironments.com. We're here in Rolling Heights, California, and we have the completion of the subsurface drip installation for this backyard tall fescue lawn. So just doing a quick overview and walk through and show you what's happening here. On our right, we have some ports that contain the flush valve. So we have a flush valve here, and we have a couple more, three more. So there's 4 total heads, and 3 of them are the lawn, control the lawn area. And here are the other 2 for the other sections of the backyard. And as we walk along here, we have a subsurface drip, Rainbow copper shield, subsurface drip tubing. Copper shield technology prevents the roots from growing inside the emitter where the water is coming out. It's very efficient. From the standpoint of water distribution, we have 0.9 gallons per hour of water coming out of here. You also have a 0.6, we have a 0.9. We have the lines basically 12 inches off center going across the backyard here. We have our bender board edging that basically bounds our property. We have a couple areas here to keep an eye on. It's like a dog hearing spot, but also it's kind of depressed around here, so we have a little bit of stress area here. Might have to replace that. Also notice down here, it's another area that's kind of spotted out. It may be from the dogs because they do have a pair of pretty good sized dogs, and who knows about their urine, how strong it is. But the job was pretty labor intensive from the standpoint of putting down the subsurface drip tubing, make sure everything is right, and testing the system out to make sure that we have efficient watering of the grid of the subsurface drip. I've been watering the edges with a water hose just to make sure we get those edges nice and wet, because normally the edges would dry out first because of the heat absorbing characteristics of the edging here and also of the concrete patio here. So I just went through and applied some Ecologel Hydratane soil moisture managing product to help retain the moisture at the root level. And also we utilize a product called Cytogrow, which is a biostimulant that's derived from seaweed and sea cucumbers and other types of sea plants, and some other ingredients go inside the Cytogrow also. But this is our finished product here in Rolling Heights, California. 1,470 square foot of tall fescue turf. So right now we're going to monitor it for the next week and see what happens. Our system is being run by a Ratio Wi-Fi controller, which we have over here. Cabinet. This bad boy open. Here we go. There's our Ratio controller. It's upside down because we had to be able to get these wires. The client installed this himself, and so in order to get the wiring and stuff so we could plug it up, it's like a universal box that they use to put. This is an old controller box, or it's a box that you can buy and put in whatever type of controller you want. And so this was the best setup for them in order to have the light socket or the electrical socket and everything. So it's basically upside down, but nothing is done on the panel anyway. Everything is done over the phone, which is very easy and very simple. I can't really go through the setup here since I'm using my phone to do this video. But at a later time, what I'll do is do a individual video on the Ratio Wi-Fi controller. But it was very simple to set up. I actually set over here on the patio and set it up for the run. So we're going to run it at about 45 minutes to 1 hour to see what type of results we have. We have a sandy loam soil here, so we got to kind of really monitor how much water goes on the lawn to make sure it doesn't dry out. So that's part of the learning curve and the process of what's going on back here. This is Ed Wallace, Midwest Landscaping, tips and ideas. If you have comments, please put them in down below. If you have suggestions on future videos or suggestions on how my videos are going, I surely appreciate it. That would be very helpful to help me to perfect these videos and make it more understandable and enjoyable for the viewers. Ed Wallace, Midwest Landscaping, www.uniqueenvironments.com.